Hi everyone, my name is Katie. Welcome to my page, Red's Stitchery, and let's talk about cross stitching. Today is going to be another flip through, but this time I'm going to show you the magazines that I am very excited to have. For most of them, each of them has one particular pattern that I really like, and I'm excited to show it to you. I'm excited to talk about it, and let's do the flip through. Disclaimer, I did not got ready for any of this flip through. Like, I know what's in these magazines, but I didn't pre-cover any patterns, so I'm going to use this piece of paper if the pattern somehow is showing on the same page, for example, where the preview is. But other than that, let's start. I think we're going to start with this one because this is Better Homes and Gardens Cross Stitch Christmas 1995. It's almost the same age that I am. If you subscribe to me on Instagram, you know that last month I was super lucky and I scored probably like 30 different magazines. Some of those I was looking and about to purchase from eBay. Some of them were completely new thing for me. Before that, I will go, through like lots on eBay and somebody will sell a lot of magazines and I will always ignore them because I thought, well, there's nothing that I need. They're all kind of outdated and all of that. But in today's video, I think if you ever seen this, grab them. If your taste is like mine, you will understand why. So let's start with this one. So this one, I didn't know I needed. I do need it. Preview right there. There's a pattern for this angel, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous and beautiful. When you see these ones, it means that I already flipped through the magazine and I've chose some patterns that I definitely 100% want to stitch. And one of these, it's for this angel. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I do love how it's stitched on a dark navy fabric. But let's open and see what else is there. The magazine itself is super thick, and I'm sure everybody will find something very interesting in here for them. As always, a little annotation, a letter from the editor, commercial. Interesting to see what people liked in 1995. I need to start to stitch at least one stocking because I think they are such an amazing way to decor with your projects and has a purpose. Just like, it's not just framing. One year I will be brave enough and I will start my first stocking. The idea, right, to cross stitch and put it in a light switch. I like these hats. And the cat, super adorable. Lots of commercial and promotion and all of that. Basic how to stitch. And the very first pattern, it is an angel that is on preview. But here's a full stitch. I think it's absolutely beautiful. Gorgeous, beautiful, simple but very tasteful. Kind of makes sense. I love the drapes, I like the ribbon, I like the sparkles, the beads. I think it's absolutely beautiful. As you can see, I put my mark in here. One day maybe I will stitch it. Also, excuse my nails. Even though I just got them done, the skin is so dry. I work at the hotel. We had a very busy day and I was helping with the laundry. And now I have super dry hands no matter how much lotion I put. So let's just ignore that. Next pages, we have a pattern, like an actual chart. Madonna and a child. Also, can you see how much beading and sparkle, and I really like how they decorated it. Not something that I'm interested to stitch, but I do think it's an absolutely beautiful pattern. And again, that's why I love to flip through these magazines, because they I like see how they display the finished project and get some ideas from it. I thought this was pretty cool. I mean, it's a Christmas magazine, so it makes sense that something like this will be here. But this stitched on plastic canvas, and I think it's absolutely amazing. All the little details. It's just honestly looks like dolls. Like, you cannot believe that it's made of the plastic. But and cross stitching, lots of cross stitching. But it's absolutely amazing. This sheep, absolutely amazing. This is a talent. This is another level. I feel like I don't think I'm ready to stitch it. I don't think I'll ever be, because I just see how much work it is and patient, and I just don't think I have it, at least yet. But I do think it's absolutely gorgeous. Like during the Christmas, have a little scenario like on some kind of shelf and decorate. Like, it's just beautiful. There's instruction how to fold it and put it all together. I mean, it's genius. It's honestly genius. A little ornament stars. Ornament stars. Again, lots of beading and cranik and sparkly, and I really like the idea. I am currently working on some Christmas ornaments. I doubted this year I will have a big progress, but I do have lots of plans for next one. So my dream is to have a Christmas tree fully full of cross-stitch ornaments. I'm working on it currently, but it's way harder than you think. Like, usually one ornament, I mean, I don't think this ones are hard, but the one that I'm stitching right now, they're like 1,500 stitches just in one ornament and putting it together and all of that. But I do love watch other cross stitchers decorating their Christmas tree every year, and like more and more ornaments, new and new ornaments. I absolutely love it. One day it will be me. A chart. Now this is more like my thing, and these are absolutely adorable. Very simple, but yet so, you know, like classy. I love the way they represent them in this magazine. Like, it's in the pillow, the diamond shape, right? A little tassel over here. Like, it's absolutely beautiful. Like, that's how I want my Christmas tree look one day, but just way more. Way more stitching. Gorgeous. I love, like, I think this is one of the coolest ideas to decorate your Christmas trees with your crafts, right? So this I absolutely love. And I mean, as always, add cranik, add metallize, any other brand, you know, floss, some beads. I mean, if you really want to go on a fancy, don't stitch the middle part, get like Mill Hill buttons or just another company buttons. So many ideas already come to my head just to look at this picture. Would have a charts of these in there. Something simple but also very effective, like take a variation floss or take a metallic floss and stitch it, and just gorgeous, beautiful. And I think they're gonna go great in pair. Like, you know, you don't have to have only this or only this. Mix and match them, and as long as the color thing, like, I've seen so many Christmas trees when people literally put every smalls that they have on a tree, and it still looks gorgeous. So that's why I think, like, each pattern so far, I think it's absolutely impressive. And that's why I think if you ever see this magazine, get it, because it has so many ideas. Santa at the barber shop. And I think, again, it's genius. It's not your regular Santa, you know, where he's by the tree with the presents, whatever. It's something very different, and I love it. And a little details, an idea for decoration, and the pattern doesn't look like that difficult, and the beads as a snow in the background, and this little candy cane decoration pieces, like this is genius. I absolutely love it. And also, again, why I love the magazines, it's to see how they finished the piece, right? The double matte, the red, and then the dark blue, and I like how it's shaped to the shape of the project itself. It's not first on my list to stitch from this magazine, but again, I think it's absolutely genius. And especially, I don't know, maybe you're a friend, family, work at the barber shop, stitch it for them. This is genius. I love it. One day when I stitch everything that I must stitch in this life, I might come back to this one because he is adorable. A banner full of Santas, and again, they're giving us another idea how to decorate your piece, how to decorate the banner, how to make a banner. And if you, like me, want to continue an idea of Christmas ornaments for your tree, make them all separate. Make them in pillow, make them in a pin cap. They are adorable. I think my favorite would be, even though I like green, I think this one. Definitely see myself stitching them one day as a pin cap, at least one of them, and also add it into my future Christmas tree. A pillow, simple, cute. I actually like how it's stitched on Ida. It gives it that vintage, very simple stitching. Love that. Like a little sampler, and I like this idea as a border, like simple, cute, you know, will work for everybody. Another idea for the banner, a little bit simple, but who said simple is not good? Simple is still stitching, you know. This is some kind of special fabric with the hearts. I like the fabric the most. It's some kind of Ida, but I like the borders on it. This is the one that I think I would stitch first. I love how it looks like one of those Christmas vintage cards. Everything about it. Also, the girl is a redhead. Come on. Meant to be. I think it's absolutely adorable. It does look like a Christmas card to me. Again, the frame, this burgundy red, some kind of interesting match. You see how it's a variation too. It's not like one color. Perfect match to this scenario. I love it. I absolutely love it. We have a red cardinal, we have a bow, we have a candy cane, we have a redhead, we have redhead in a pretty dress. Like everything is on my list of what I'm looking into the pattern. I think it's absolutely adorable, and from this magazine I think that's gonna be the first pattern that I'm going to grab to stitch. Don't know when, one day, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And as you can see, another bookmark over here. I love so many different things. First of all, buttons. You know, it's not some kind of fancy buttons, just use whatever buttons you have on your stash. Second, all these little elements like the star, the heart, the house, the snowman, and I think the chicken, the very last one. Again, stitch them separate as a pin cap. I love the idea for the border. Like I've only in these older magazines I've seen it. Newer magazines, newer patterns, I never see it. But do you see this idea with the ribbon? Basically taking a ribbon, stitch with it, make a little bow. Adorable, cute. Like nowadays, I don't see this idea on the old magazines. I've seen it a lot, and I think it's genius. And that's again why I love magazines, to flip through them. The frame, mix and match, you know, take something out of this pattern, add something to it. This is such an inspiration. Like maybe I will not stitch it, but when I look at this pattern, a preview, project, whatever, it gives me ideas, and that's why I put the bookmark there, because you know, sometimes I flip through them not to stitch something, but to get inspired how to finish some projects and so on. So I think this definitely have a vibe. The idea, the inspiration, super adorable. See, isn't this snowman super cute? Oh, this one. I forgot to put, I remember putting the bookmark. Probably got lost, whatever. Anyway, so stitching on the paper, looks like it's even double paper. So the roses with the bow stitch, and then it's stitched on another piece of paper. And lots of actually dimensions. Used to have the collection where you stitch on the paper, and then the mat, the fabric that comes in the kit, and you make something like this. And those are kind of hard to find, or I find them on eBay, and usually the price is like crazy. So as soon as I find something good price, I probably get it. But anyway, the idea is basically the same. I love it. I'm here for it. I actually like stitching on a paper, perforated paper, especially since I got a magnetic hoops to hold the paper so it doesn't get wet from the hands or dirty or whatever. So I really like this idea. I definitely see myself stitching it, and you don't have to frame it like this. I would like not even do the outside frame. I would just stitch the roses with a bow, and I make ornament out of that. You know, decorate the Christmas tree, decorate your house for the Valentine's Day. Like, it's super cute and adorable, and I definitely see myself stitching it. Another project on perforated paper. Again, this stitch on effect, right? So you stitch in the wreath first, and then you stitch in the bow separately, and then you stitch bow to the wreath, and I love it. I'm here for it. Definitely see myself stitching this one too, and added it to my Christmas decorations. Poinsettia flower. What Christmas without this flower? And I love how they stitch it on a red fabric. Why poinsettia? Usually, you know, you will see red only. Well, not only, but red poinsettia used the most. And I do like how this giving you an idea of the white on a red fabric. Looks like the middle, it's the beads or French knots, something. I like it, but this rose, it's too boxy for me, and I think that's why I don't connect with it. But it's in a tray. Again, another idea for decoration. They put in a tray, and this bow is different. I like the bow. This rose, I don't know, maybe I will need to fix it somehow, maybe I'll stitch it, but something about it. The idea how to decorate your apron. Again, another idea to finish your piece. Napkins. This is something that I would love to stitch. It's napkins for the table for different seasons. The question is where to find the fabric like this. But super cute and adorable. Again, don't want a napkin, have another idea with that. I like the idea of the light and the wreath. Super cute. And more ideas for the napkin. And I think that would be it. Commercials. Oh, I actually have this book. I found it on library in the free section, like the books you actually can take home. And I have this book. No commercial. Bead organizer. It's kind of like what to see in this magazine. The bigger page of it. Oh, that's cute. I like this one too. Anyway, here's was the first magazine. Again, I think every single pattern in this one is actually worth stitching, and I'm sure every person will find something that you know, connects with him. So I think if you ever see this magazine, take it, because I do think it's amazing. It's one of those rare ones that everything it's checked in my box. The ideas, the inspiration, I think it's absolutely amazing. Just genius. So if you ever see this magazine, definitely grab it. Next magazine, it's just cross stitch. Here's the address of the previous one. I don't want to show it to you, but it is July of 1994. Again, I found this magazine in one of those free garage stakes, like people would just put in boxes of stuff outside and take it for free. The pattern that I found inside of this magazine, I was actually looking for it. I just couldn't ever find where to find it. Like I didn't know, I think it's special for the magazine, or it was released first like this magazine. Like I didn't know where to find this pattern that I'm going to show you in a minute. So when I opened it and I was flipping through in that garage, whatever, sale, I guess, takeaway, whatever, I literally screamed. I was so happy that that pattern basically found me. Very cute blinky, as always, lots and lots and lots of commercial. Yeah, the dream, the organizer box. Again, I like the idea how they suggest for you to decorate it as a card, but it is harvest fruit. We have some pear, apples, and a grape, and a black canvas. Very cute. And right away we are going to the page that I was very, very happy to find. This is Teresa Wensler in a garden. I saw this picture once and this pattern stayed with me in my head and I was constantly thinking about it, but I never could understand where to find it, you know, where to print it. Teresa Wensler is not easy to find at all. And this one, I feel like it's very rare to be stitched, rare to be seen. Like that's not the first pick when people choose what to stitch from her. But I am currently have one project, and my first project that I'm stitching by her, it's a Lily Maiden. And Teresa definitely asked from you lots of concentration, attention, lots of preparedness. So I think I'm going to finish that one. I do have another one that I want to start right away after I finish the Lily Maiden. And if I ever change my mind, this will be the next one. There's a key. It's big. Blends, lots of different colors. Look at that. Endless, endless, endless. A dollhouse. I like the skirt and the bow, and it's a red head. Hobby samplers. There's a music one. And stitching and quilters. Cute. The one from the preview. I think it's adorable. We actually do have a piano in the house. Fun fact, our house was built around that piano. It's not movable. It just stays where it is right now. But maybe one day to have it next to it or something. But it's definitely not on my priority list. But I do think it's very, very cute. I kind of have to put the magazine on the side, otherwise I will spoil you all those little details. Okay, scissor fobs. I love the idea of making tassel with a ribbon. Again, I actually tried scissor fobs and I don't get it. I think it's uncomfortable. It is on my way, and as a picture decoration, I love it. But as a functional, it's not for me. But what do you think I'm going to say next? Right, Christmas ornaments. You don't want to put it on your Christmas tree, put it, I don't know, a door frame, and like, there's so many things you can decorate it. Stitch a couple of those and put it around on each one side of your window, like so many ideas. And the symbol inside is very, very simple. simple. And I like the idea of just how simple it is, right? Just your letter of your name, the lines around it to give that wallpaper effect. Simple but cute. Add crayonic, add beads, have fun with it. Love it. I like the idea of different colors, but I don't think I can stitch same thing over and over again. But there is something about this. I like it. Dandelion sampler. I actually like this one a lot. Very simple, but very cute. Has alphabet, has dandelions, the different stages of dandelions, the very funny birds. I like this one a lot. Like, I think it's very, very cute. Also, the frame around it is very, very pretty too. And it's a dandelion, you know. We see the flower every year. This one, very, very pretty too. The only reason why there's no bookmark, it's because I have a kid by dimensions that I think also actual gold finches in the lilac. And since I have a kid, might as well I'm gonna stitch that one. But I love the colors, it's so bright and yummy. I will probably say it so many times you're going to be tired of listening to me, but look at these amazing ideas, how else you can decorate your stitching. Do it as a book cover, do it on top of any boxes, in this case a recipe box, or make, well, it's stitching and sewing, but I would definitely try something like this. Like, I don't know how to sew, but this looks not scary to me. You know, add your stitching to your sewing, and here you have that plastic bag disposal, so you don't have to keep bag in a bag somewhere in the corner. Beautiful placement, and I don't think I would hate it. Like, I think it's take too much attention, but it's an idea, you know? And that's what I love about flipping through the magazines. It's how many ideas they are giving you. Some fruit. Same design here, just a grape on the recipes. Like, so many ideas. A little sea sampler for the kiddos room. I think it's very, very adorable. Some embroidery. Cross-stitch hands, sewing boxes, and pin cushions. I like how it's a little designs that you can put on sewing boxes and pin cushions, and it's sewing, cross-stitching, embroidery, needlework related. And I definitely see myself stitching something like this in the future and decorating my craft room with it. Coffee break. Also ideas, have a towel with you if you are, you know, doing anything sport-like. In this case, bike riding. And this looks like a cup holder. That's so interesting. And commercials. This sweetheart tree. I want so many projects by this brand, but I kind of stopped myself from purchasing because, gosh, I have so much I want to stitch first. But this, I'm so interested in trying this brand. Oh, look at this. For Easter, embroidery eggs. Okay, I am listening. This is actually very fun. Okay. Promoting. This is gorgeous. Oh, I love this one a lot. Advertisement and all of that. More about Teresa Wensler. That's on my wish list. This one right here. This close every time when I go to eBay and purchase it. But even like charts, I have a bad luck with finding with a good price. I see them, just the chart itself, like $40, $30, and I am not ready yet to purchase it. I think that one website, where's license PDF patterns, maybe I will just buy it from there because I don't have to have a physical chart. I mean, it's amazing, it's ideal, but I don't have to if the price is going to be that high. But the kit used to cost this much, and now chart kit to find, I give up on that idea at all. But this is English Garden, and I feel like if I stitch the reason why I love this magazine, like if I stitch this one, if I stitch this one and I place it somewhere near this one, I think they're gonna complement each other just perfect. So this one is definitely on my wish list. I keep updating the Facebook groups and like eBay for this one. This one definitely on my wish list. The unicorn, I've seen it, beautiful too. All her little ornaments, the pillows, gorgeous. That lady has a style that it's so precise, amazing. I don't know how else to describe it. Rocking horses. Oh. More promotion. I like these cats, they're cute. Birds. More Teresa. That's the one I'm stitching right now, Lily Maiden. This one I want. That's the kit I was able to find. I think it's the biggest one she has. Definitely see myself in the future stitching that one too. But I decided no more than one Teresa in the whips. Otherwise I will never ever finish them. So just one stitch of Teresa at a time. I promised myself I'm not gonna start multiple Teresa Winslow projects. Otherwise, yeah, really, I will never finish them. So I'm currently working on this one. Then I will move on to Celestian Dragon, and then I will stitch this one. And that was another magazine. Again, I don't think they put the best thing on the cover. Well, I guess they didn't know back then what's gonna be rare to find in the future. But that Teresa Winslow in the Garden, if you also were looking for this pattern, that's the magazine where you can find it. And I cannot wait to have this stitched. Let's move on to the one that I accidentally got. Long story, if you want to know, check out my whole video, but it's another magazine that I was looking for because this is Nora Corbett, and I think if my info is correct me if I'm wrong, she made this pattern specifically for the magazine. This is April of 1998, and this is how it came to me, which is okay. I ordered from eBay a huge lot of cross-stitch related stuff, so I didn't even pay attention on a picture the magazines will be included. This was one of those magazines, and I could not believe my luck because, again, same thing. I will go on eBay, I will search for this magazine, I will find the issue, and I keep like, no, I'll purchase next time because usually delivery will cost like not pleasant price. But actually a group of people now reach out to me saying they either have this one or they purchase it because of my whole video. And closer to the Easter time, sometime next year at the early springtime, I am going to do the sale where if you have this pattern, if you want to stitch with us, get this pattern, join us. We're going to stitch this Easter girl, and more details coming soon. I'm still organizing how I'm gonna do it, how to make it interesting and all of that, but yes, I'm going to do next year a stitch along dedicated to this pattern specifically. Let's see what else this magazine has. So Mill Hill, that impossible to find now, but just teasing us with this gorgeous, gorgeous, I don't know, it was a kit. It's just a pattern that you were able to purchase, but look at all these treasures. Look at this, all these treasures. It looks so simple, but how much money is in here, especially on nowadays money, it's crazy. More commercial. So yes, the first pattern in this magazine, actually it's for this, what you call it, his outfit with the Easter eggs, and there's a pattern to stitch those Easter eggs on him. So Stony Creek, it's another brand that I really want to try. Every time I see their patterns, something in them, it just makes sense. But look at this blanket. It looks like it's blanket by month, you know, like seasonal. And every single one of the snowmen are adorable. There's a snowman, he has a friend, which is a penguin. And looks like they have a full adventure together through the year. This is adorable. This is so cute. Also, this sampler, gorgeous. I need to look up and see if I can still find it and purchase it, because this middle piece right here, amazing. Yeah, so Stony Creek is definitely another brand that I really want to try. I just currently stopping myself from the purchasing more stuff because I really need to stitch what I already have. Easter egg, I think this one has everything in it. Every single technique, the beads, the hardanger, the embroidery, the cross stitching. There is a lot of work in here, but what I love about it, it's the monochrome, like white on white or like cream on cream. Gorgeous. Here's the pattern. It looks like I already was preparing, I don't remember, but I guess I was preparing to film this magazine, and I kind of put piece of paper on the pattern so I don't show it. This is super adorable too. So simple, but something in it, you know. You can add a letter in the middle, doing a different fabric, and it gives completely different look. Again, I love the monochrome. I love the pillow, and this, do you see? It's actually like a stitching, like a little embroidery. So to get the effect, you have to stitch all of this, and oh my god, that's a lot of stitching. See? They suggesting that you're making cover for your journal, which is like a garden, and I think it's very cute and adorable. Oh, I remember this one I like a lot, like a little flower blue, like a roses, but instead of green it's blue, and I think it's very interesting. Definitely grabs your attention. Look at this, gorgeous, just beautiful. Again, napkins, decorate your table. If I could, I will probably stitch everything that I can, just decorate everything that I can in the house. Idea how to cross stitch the frame. I think last week we had same type of the frame in a different magazine, but with embroidery. And now we get to Nora Corbett, which there's an article. I haven't read it yet, but there's some of her work presented over here. Again, what year it is? This is April 1998, almost 30 years old. And there is this girl. I am very excited to stitch it. Again, it was like just like Teresa Wensler Garden. I was looking for this pattern. I wanted this pattern. I think there's no Kreinik, it's all DMC, no fancy floss. I think I have not check it yet, and only one color of the bead. So if you never work with a bead, I think it's a great start. So if you're interested, that's the magazine you need to look for. And next year we're going to do a sale dedicated just to this pattern. Look at this work. Look at the detailing. That's insane. All the charms. Oh my goodness. Another little sampler. I would change the colors. I think this is actually going to be very fun monochrome. I don't know. I just had this idea. Just like the Easter eggs at the beginning, but this one, I don't know, something about it. I think the flowers that threw me off, they're very... not simple, but very basic. Like they're not depth, they're like clean colors. I don't know. I feel like if to mess with that, it's can get very, very pretty. I mean, it's already beautiful. The idea is already there, but I would definitely change. I cannot put my finger on what exactly I want to change in colors in here, but I do want to change something. Pattern, an alphabet, commercial, and that's the end of the third magazine. So maybe you've seen this pattern before, but you don't know what it was, where to find it. It is Nora Corbett Mirabilia, and it is for cross stitch and needlework, April 1998. These ones I actually recently purchased from Facebook. It came as a lot. The reason why they came in a lot, there's the same type of pattern in each of them, and that was the reason why I wanted those, because again, I saw those long time ago and I just didn't know where to find those patterns. Turns out they came from the magazines. Again, proof that magazines are amazing, and I feel like the older magazine, the better it is. But I feel like 90s was the best magazines they made. I don't see. So this is February 1998. It's the cross stitch and needlework. And this one is cross stitch and needlework, December 96. We're going to start with this one, through it. As always, this magazine really hurting me because they're showing old Mill Hill, the one that impossible to find right now. This particular design I love, but the only reason why you wanted to get a kit, look at these buttons. It's the deers with center slates. Like, how adorable. They don't make those buttons anymore, and that's why all these kits, they're out of print, impossible to find. Look at the center. Look at all these little buttons and ideas, and just gorgeous. Yeah, if you do find it on eBay, they go like $50 a piece or something, and as much as I like them, I'm not ready to spend those kind of money. So just gonna look, manifest, maybe someday, somehow, it will come to my life. We'll see. So a little bit embroidery, how to decorate everything with your favorite hobby. And right away, it's one of those patterns that I wanted so bad. An idea why I wanted it, because I think this is genius. So the cross stitch only, it's really the toys. Everything else, it's some kind of needlework and hardanger. But what you do, you stitch at first the background, then you take another piece of fabric, you stitch everything that you see on top, then you put them there as a sandwich. And see, so the first one you're going to stitch this, and the second piece of fabric you're going to stitch this, and then you put them together and you get this window. And this is genius. There's so many other patterns the same type, like some kind of house with the window through. Love it, obsessed with it. I want them all. So far I collected two, this one and the next magazine we're going to see. Maybe one day I will be able to find the other ones, but if I stitch at least one of them, I will be very, very happy. And I double check this info with the person who was selling me this magazine. Yes, the full pattern is inside of the magazine, because I was like, no way they put a full pattern, you know. The magazines like to split the patterns, like the one part in one magazine, and if you want to continue stitching it, you need to buy a next magazine. But no, 3 pages over here, it's all for this pattern. Amazing, love it, want to stitch it. A little flags. You don't want ornaments on your tree? Make yourself flags. Adorable, cute. If you know how to sew, you can even do more. Do the napkins. Love it. So many ideas. Look at all of it. I've seen some, but I've never seen so many options for a needlework fabric by Zweisgard. It's like ribbons, but you can stitch it. You can stitch on it. You do cross stitching, do the bell pull, do the ornaments, do the napkins for the table, do the decorations, do the bows. So many ideas, but like nowadays, maybe I just don't know where to look. If you do, please let me know. But look at all this variety. All these beautiful things. Christmas related stuff. Erica Wilson, I guess she's a designer or something. I did not read the article, so I don't know. But this rug, it's the rug it's the rug of my dreams. This looks like more like a needlework, but still gorgeous, beautiful. Oh, look at this craft room. I wonder if it's a craft room or it's a magazine. Or it's a shop. Looks more like a shop, because no, it's a craft room. Yeah, it's a shop. Right here, the answers to my questions. Erica Wilson, needlework. Beautiful. Celtic design. A sampler, Santa with the deer, so cute. Wait a minute, see, that's why, again, I love flipping through old magazines. Do you see it? Do you see it now? I see it. This is glued, stitched on, and the little toys, you put them inside of the bag. So it's literally like 3D. So you stitch, I guess, this on the fabric, right? And then you stitch the toys separately, probably on a perforated paper or plastic. And then you stitch the little bag and you add the toys inside of it. How adorable. So cute. And another one, isn't it? Yeah, that's from the preview. Sweater for those of you who need. I don't. I wish one day I will start, but technically I guess you can use it for the cross stitching too. See those ribbons from well, this one actually looks like it's made like a little banners, like you don't have to have the ribbon from the Zweisgard. This looks like just the fabric, and you do a little bit sewing around it, and you get yourself a beautiful ribbon bookmarks. Ornaments, of course. Again, look at this one. Gorgeous. Just wow, it's beautiful. Him is very cute, classic. I would definitely see myself stitching these 2 designs, but this is gorgeous. Just imagine this, but at least 3 of them on a Christmas tree with some light. Beautiful. Doing in different colors, change a little bit design to, you know, having the same style but just slightly different. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Also beautiful and gorgeous. Interesting, there's like no background for this pattern. It's just her, and she's beautiful. And that would be it. Lavender and lace. So I wanted this magazine again for that toy store. If I find it, this one, because this is a very interesting idea. I'm very curious to try it, but you know, the reason why I bought this magazine was for this pattern, but how many more interesting ideas and inspiration I got from just flipping through it. And finally, the last one for today. This is February of 98. That hurts. This hurts so much because all of this I want to stitch so badly. It's so beautiful. I want to stitch every single one of them. Like, I don't know, maybe I should call or text them and be like, hey, I don't care about the buttons. I don't need a ceramic button. Can you please just re-release these patterns and I'll figure out something else for the button? Like, the patterns itself so cute. I don't know why they stitched all on a brown perforated paper, where I would definitely change not all of them but most of them to the blue. So beautiful. I want them all, but impossible to find nowadays. See, another idea, right? You cross stitch and then you do the hardanger and you sandwich them and you get yourself a beautiful gate. Genius. The first pattern, it's this heart. It is a Valentine's Day kind of edition. Cute. Oh, who's that? Janet Cruz Design Patterns. You guys, look. Perforated paper ornaments, but like a garland. After I finish filming this, I desperately need to look more into this designer and idea. Look at this. Oh my gosh, these are so beautiful, especially this one. All this. I need this. It's a Janet Cruz design. Oh, I am so searching this after I finish with this video. Cat cafe. Cat cafe. I need some cat cafe. My house is basically a cat cafe. That's the one. That's the one. Looks way harder than the previous one, but oh my god, isn't it just gorgeous? I get myself this tool right here. I have not tried it yet, but this is for needlework, for layering those stitches. So hardanger, most of it. Basically, it's just a lone stitch, you see? And in order to, usually it's with Perle DMC, probably like 12 or 8 size, the smaller ones. And in order for you to lay that floss, because usually it's in one floss, more like, my dog decided to scratch herself, okay. In order for you to lay that floss perfectly and smooth lines, lots of people recommend to use this basically tool for helping you to lay your floss evenly. This is just something on a different level that I think mentally I'm not ready, but you know, the eyes are scared, the hands are doing you. I think you just go for it. Gorgeous, absolutely something completely different. So the inside part It's just, you know, some house decorations. Most of them, it's just like a wallpaper. And then all of that stitching. Basically, the cross stitch just a little bit. Everything else is just layering that floss, laying that floss. One day I'll be brave enough and I will try it. That's another thing, and I said it in my previous flip through magazine video, the hardanger. I am terrified, but I think one day I will be just like, you know what, today's the day, I'm doing it. Gorgeous. I love the monochrome, and I love the same idea, right? We're stitching white and white, but the background would begin some kind of color. In this case, looks like pink, and that gives you that shadowing. A sampler. This kind of reminds me Just None or something. Maybe the color story, that's why. But it's by Patricia Andrel. Beautiful. Love it. Definitely would stitch it. Just gorgeous. Would not change a thing in it. I think it's perfect as it is. Maybe my name, but same girlies, but now it's piecework journal. Now it's not a gardening, now it's more like a quilting, needlework kind of store. As a previous magazine. This card is so cute. Again, the idea to decorate all these little things and trinkets around you. Look at that. Gorgeous. Embroidery. Looks like a ribbon embroidery too. Also beautiful. Dolls and the shoes. These are funny and cute. How about sewing and embroidering a doll? This looks like so much work, but it's so cute. And I like how it's a different dolls from different eras, or like from different part of your childhood, you know. Valentine's Day sampler. Be My Valentine. Super cute. I like the charms, the heart, and the key. And I think that would be it. Again, we have some commercials, some articles to read, and that would be it. So there we go. There is my one part of the magazines that I cherish a lot, that I was looking for a long time, the ones that I am very, very excited to have in my collection. Again, the question is when I'm going to stitch it all, but let me be delusional and let me believe that I will stitch everything that I own in my collection. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. Happy stitching, happy week. I'll see you next one.